What is going on, my crypto fiends? Ryan Mertoli here. Today we are going to be doing an in-depth tutorial on the OKEX.com exchange. We did just recently post a OKEX beginner's guide. In that video, we went over really everything on the exchange with a really summed up version. Today, we're going to be diving further into the markets and explaining how everything works in a little more detail. So if you guys need to learn really how to navigate the exchange as a whole, go ahead and watch the beginner's guide first, and then come back to this video where we will be diving into detail on how to exchange with the different markets on OKEX.com. So first off, go ahead and log into your account. This is the home page once you have done so. And like I just said, we did have a beginner's tutorial where we went over everything, but I'm quickly just going to be skimming over everything. On the first couple pages, we have our news up here, some price movement of the indexes, the market prices down here of the new tokens, and the 24-hour ranking, some info about the exchange, and where you can download the desktop version and the mobile version of OKEX.com clients. So coming up here, we have our languages, notifications from OKEX, where you can download the clients, their social media pages, and your private information. You have your email address, profile settings, KYC verification, fee schedule tiers, and API. With the profile settings, this is where you can see your personal information. They highly advise you to set up text in Google authenticators. You can see your email, your phone number, your name, etc. They also show you your KYC level. My current limit is 100 Bitcoin every 24 hours, and I can increase it to 300 Bitcoin if I pass KYC level 2. And then this also shows my fees being at level 1, and if I do continue to rank up in KYC, my fees will go down over time as well. So this is where you can just navigate all of that sort of stuff. Pretty self-explanatory. Going over to the assets tab, we've discussed this in the beginner's tutorial as well, but we will discuss a little more detail. So as you guys can see, this is my total net value in Bitcoin on my account. So that is totaling up all of my different funding and trading accounts into one total value of 0.04 Bitcoin. It shows what I have in my funding account and what I have in my trading account, and then what I have in other accounts like my savings and my mining and staking. So as of right now, you can see I have 0.014 in my spot and margin trading account, and I also have 0.026 in my funding account as well. Going over to the overview, this is where, of course, you can get just a little overview of what cryptocurrency I currently hold. As right now, I have 100% USDT in my funding account. You can deposit right here, select your token, etc. You can withdraw as well. You do have to finish some verification, and as of right now, you have 4 steps. The last one I need to complete to withdraw is the SMS and Google Authenticator, and then transfer as well you can do right here. This is what you would use to transfer into different trading accounts or move your funds from your trading accounts back into your funding accounts as well, as you can see with these different tabs right here. Very self-explanatory, and of course they give you all token history right here. As you can see, I transferred from my funding account to my spot account. It shows the date and the time, etc. So moving on down, we have customer to customer trading. We have our spot and margin trading, our futures trading account, and our perpetual swaps. These are all different trading accounts. If you do need to fund your account, you need to do it for each individual trading account. And then you have your other accounts. You have your savings tab and your accounts tab as well. Moving on, we have ticket center and loyalty points. Coming up to over here, that is the entire assets tab. It's pretty self-explanatory. They also give you some guides on if you need help understanding how to purchase. They have some tutorials, but of course this is what the purpose of this video is for. So let's go ahead and come over to this little tab right here. You get a little drop down menu and it shows all of the products that OKEX currently offers. You have your pool tab. Going into the pool tab, an innovative mining pool with higher yield. So if you guys have ever been interested in mining cryptocurrencies, this is a good option to consider. You can get into mining pools where you mine with other individuals. So as you guys can see, these are all the other different mining pools you can jump into, and you can see the annual yield for different cryptocurrencies. For CRO, you're looking at 12.8%. VSYS is roughly 15%, etc. So this is definitely a good option for beginners out there that want a good understanding of how to mine cryptocurrencies. You can get into something like this, into a mining pool where you don't have to necessarily do all the work on your own, and start learning this way and still make a reasonable return for doing so. Under the wallets tab, that is their own individual wallet you can download on your mobile device. I personally have not used it just yet, but I'm sure it is relatively a smooth experience considering all of their other products are very impressive as well. Coming up again, we have our OKB. This is OKEX's cryptocurrency. This gives you a little detail what it's all about, the main utilizations of the cryptocurrency, etc. Burning for your benefit. Of course, they burn their cryptocurrency to increase the overall value of the cryptocurrency over time. Small belief, big joy. These are all of the advantages to their cryptocurrency. You have the OK chain, the DEX, the nodes, OKB trading markets. You have trading fee discounts, OKEX jump starts, advantages in listing activities, voting, global partners, prime investors, and designated merchants as well. A lot of utilizations for the cryptocurrency. The main one for traders out there is definitely going to be trading fee discounts and the OK DEX and OK nodes. Coming back up, going to invite friends. They have a reward program, or a referral program, I should say. So if you guys do have an account, you can invite your friends and family and receive 30% trading fees. And your friends also get 10 USDT, so $10 for using your referral code as well. So it's definitely a easy experience to earn cryptocurrency for just inviting people. You might as well. As you can see, I have not invited anyone as of right now, but definitely something to use if you are going to be utilizing OKEX.com for an extended period of time. Prime investors. OKEX Prime Investor Program. Enjoy exclusive recommendations, decisions, and investment rights. This is where you can get some insight on the cryptocurrency space, priority reviews, listing decisions, OK Blockchain Capital, and Prime Investors Club. They do have eligibilities for this program. You cannot be a core member of any token project. You have to own and lock up 500,000 OKB and be experienced, credible, and renowned institutions or individuals in the blockchain industry as well. These are the requirements for the application process, and a little introduction for this as well. These are some of the prime investors with OKEX.com as well. If you guys would like to skim through some of these, you can do so. So OKEX definitely is a large ecosystem, and it's always great to see. You want a cryptocurrency exchange to expand into many different sectors to show that they are going to be sticking around and not just in it for a quick buck. So this is the OKEX Project Info official launch. This is where you can get info on a large array of different cryptocurrency projects. So if you are ever wondering what a cryptocurrency is, simply go up to the Project Info tab, and as you guys can see, you can look through a large array of different cryptocurrencies and learn all about them, and the pages go on and on and on. Definitely very useful. Next up, we have the OK nodes. You can get your own OK node if you wish to do so. These are all the pros to getting your own node. These are all of the systems that they currently offer. These are their partners, and this is how to join right down here. Apply, communicate, and launch. Very simple to do, and you can apply right here if you wish to get yourself an OK node. Coming back up, bug bounty. This is pretty cool if you guys are techie out there and you wish to make some money, some like freelance work. You can report any security vulnerabilities found on OKEX.com and get rewarded for a successful report. 46.5 Ethereum total reward is distributed. So if you guys again see any bugs going on with OKEX, you can report it and potentially get yourself a reward for doing so. Definitely something really cool that they offer, and that also helps keep the overall platform secure and keeps their users, on their toes, making sure everything is secure as well. Of course, you have your support tab. This is where you can get general information about any issues that you have on the exchange. You could submit a ticket, view my tickets, report vulnerabilities, and report records. So going over to the markets tab, this of course is where you can view the price movement for all the cryptocurrencies in the space. You can view it for the spot, the futures, the perpetual swaps, and OKEX index markets. And you can view it under USD, USDT, and USDK, OKB, and another cryptocurrency if you wish to do so, to compare to different, volumes and prices. As of right now, we are on the Tether USDT, and as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. One feature I do like about this is if you do see a cryptocurrency that you seem to like, you can simply go directly to the chart, the trade, or full screen it as well. And of course, you can do that for all different markets on OKEX.com. Coming up to C2C, customer to customer trading. This is a market that I think is really underrated. This is really beneficial if you don't really want to use a on-ramp platform or anything like that. You can utilize this and purchase directly from another individual. So as you can see, all the different cryptocurrencies you can purchase from someone else. As of right now, we are under we were under the sell tab. Right now, we're under the buy tab. So this is if I would wish to buy a cryptocurrency from someone. As of right now, we're under Bitcoin. I can see the price, buy in quantity, the amount that they're attempting to sell, the order limit, the amount I can purchase from this individual, and the payment method that they currently offer. You could also filter this to what you choose, whatever you prefer. As of right now, they have Alipay, they have debit cards, and they have WeChat. This is going to be very beneficial for individuals over in Asia as of right now, not necessarily for people in the Western side of the world. But this is a really cool feature. So if you ever are looking for a way to purchase directly from another individual, this is a phenomenal option to choose. And of course, it is all secured through OKEX.com, so you don't have to worry about getting ripped off or anything like that. And of course, the same applies for the selling side. As you can see, you can sell your cryptocurrency on here as well to another individual if you wish to do so. Coming up to the spot tab, you have spot trading and margin trading. First, let's go over the spot trading. With the spot trading, it's a very self-explanatory layout, like the majority of exchanges. I do like the sleek design of this. Now they do have a couple different options. You can go into the in-depth charts, or you can keep it very simplified if you are a simplified trader. But of course, as you can see, this is the current market we are in. You can navigate all the different markets with this drop-down menu, and you can also search and switch pairs. You could also change by the percentage if you wish to do so. You can see your trading activity or your spot orders and your spot account history. Additional info as well if you wish to look at the index price, mark price, and the algo orders. Coming up here, you can see the assets. We are under Bitcoin, the available amount that I can currently buy, and the amount that is on hold, currently 0. I can also transfer BTC directly to my spot market account if I need to do so, and the available amount in USDT as well, the amount on hold, and if I need to transfer USDT also. Current price of Bitcoin, 24-hour volume, high and the low. You have your simplified graph. You can go a little more in depth with this graph as well. You can get a little info on Bitcoin also, which I really do like. If you want to get some quick info on a cryptocurrency, you can go down here, get a little info, but you could also go to the white paper directly or the website. But if I do want to go into the in-depth chart, I would click on full screen. And as you can see, it loads up a more in-depth view of this cryptocurrency, the chart. We have the time frames up here. We have the moving averages, the EMA, Bollinger Bands, SAR. We have the candlesticks, which we can navigate between different types. We can add indicators, tools, screenshot the charts, settings, full screen, pretty much anything you can ask for. So you don't really have to navigate between here and, say, for example, trading view. You can do everything on OKEX.com and have no issues at all. As you can see here, you also have original and trading view charts also. So if you like trading view directly, you can do it from right up there. Over here, you have all the current sell orders, the current price of Bitcoin, and the current buy orders. Down here, this is where the magic happens. This is where you put in your current order. You can choose your order type. So if you wish to do a limit order is where you put in your own individual price of the cryptocurrency that you wish to purchase at. The advanced limit order offers 3 additional order options, including post only, fill or kill, and immediate or cancel. You have the market order. This allows you to buy at the current market price immediately. You have your stop limit. It's a trading function which with predefined parameters by a customer. When the last traded price has reached the trigger price, our system will send the trade instruction into the order book. We have trail. When the predefined trigger price and the callback rate parameters are reached, a market order will be sent to the book. Iceberg. The order automatically breaks up a user's large order into multiple smaller orders. These orders will be placed on the market according to the latest best bid and ask price, as well as the parameters set by the user. Each user can open 6 iceberg orders at maximum at the same time. Now, this is going to be very beneficial for individuals purchasing large quantities of a given cryptocurrency, so you can do your best to keep the cryptocurrency at the price you want to purchase at and not make the market climb or drop drastically for doing so. And you have TWAP, time weighted advantage average price. It's the average price of an instrument over a specified time. TWAP is a strategy that will attempt to execute an order which trades in slices of ordered quantity at regular intervals of time as specified by the users. Coming over here, we have the overall trading history for all of the users on OKEX.com right now. This can be very beneficial to see the overall trend of a cryptocurrency at that given time. But if you are just, for example, purchasing for the long term for a given cryptocurrency, this may not be too beneficial. Coming up down here, this is where we could see our pending orders and our past orders. You can see the date, the pair, the side, the filled ratio, filled order amount, average filled price, status, and action. So for the sake of this video, we are going to be purchasing Bitcoin just to show you guys how it's all done. So first, what I'm going to do is I am going to go back to the traditional view, and I am going to go to my assets tab. In doing so, I can transfer funds to my spot and margin account. As you guys can see here, I already do have funds in this account, so I don't need to transfer them, but I just wanted to show you how you would do so if you needed to do so. So we can go to transfer, go from funding account to spot account. We can change the cryptocurrency we wish to transfer. So we're going to be transferring Tether. We currently have 190 Tether we can transfer. So let's go ahead and transfer 50 and confirm. And we have a success. So now we have 50 Tether in our spot and margin account. So we can go back to the spot trading. And now we can purchase $50 worth of Bitcoin to my account. So we're going to go ahead and do the 100%. I also had a little bit of extra Tether already on my account, so it's 132. But if I wanted to do 50%, that's 66. And of course, 100% is 132. So let's go ahead and purchase $132 worth of Bitcoin at $7,067. And I am going to be placing a market order. This will allow me to purchase the cryptocurrency at the current market price and not put in any pending orders or anything like that. So when I press buy BTC, it should put the order through automatically. As you can see, it quickly flashed here, but then it disappeared because the market was filled automatically. So if I look at the past orders, as you can see, this is all the history from my past order. I can see that I bought Bitcoin at this given price with the market price with USDT, how much I purchased, and that the total amount was filled right here. And you can look at further details with the action tab as well. Same applies with selling BTC. I can sell with all of these different tabs. Like I said with the iceberg, this is going to be very beneficial if you are selling a large amount. In doing so, you can set different market prices that you will be selling at over a given period of time, which can prevent the overall price of the given cryptocurrency from dropping too much for selling all of that cryptocurrency that you have. So let's go ahead and do a limit just to show you guys what it would look like with a pending order right under here. So with the limit, I get to put in the amount I want to purchase at. So right now, Bitcoin's roughly $1 less than I'm trying to sell. Well, really about 30 cents. And I want to sell 100%, $154 worth of Bitcoin. And I press sell. As you can see, my pending order came down here and it was just completed in that given time period. And you have all of this information here. Pretty self-explanatory. And of course, the same applies if I was to go to the full screen mode and purchase that way with the more in-depth view of the charts. So now let's go ahead and discuss the 5x margin. So those that are not familiar with margin trading, crypto margin trading is similar to the process to bank loans or mortgages, but instead of real estate, they use digital assets. You first have to access a cryptocurrency exchange which supports margin trading. Of course, OKEX does so. Then open position with leverage and then make the loan. The capital which is used for the loan is from an operating account. The broker not using any customer funds, but there are some expectations. But there are some exceptions which allow the direct borrowing among users. The loaned money can be leveraged in any cryptocurrency which is available and which has potential of increasing in value. Of course, there are big risks to trading margins, so always make sure you look into it and see if it is for you. Don't solely base it off me telling you in this video, because there are big risks like equity thresholds, high interest rates, huge losses, and forced liquidation as well. So make sure if you guys are planning on margin trading, you make sure it is the right fit for you. So OKEX.com does offer 5x margin trading as of right now, and it is relatively the same layout to the spot market, although you will be selling or placing a short and buying or placing a long. The same applies with the full screen mode as well. The layout is completely the same. You can view your margin orders, margin account history, and the loan history. Also, if you want a complete step-by-step guide by OKEX support, you can click on this tab right here and it will bring you to this page, and this will give you everything you need to know on margin trading. You could also view images down here of how everything works, how to transfer funds to your margin account, how to margin trade, all of that sort of stuff. So this is a great option as well, but it is relatively the same layout. But make sure if you guys are planning on margin trading that you do your own due diligence. You understand that there is huge risk to margin trading, and this is where you can borrow right here if you need to do so. So you could also switch between USD, OKB, and other crypto as well, and you can view your favorites. So let's go ahead and head over to the derivatives tab. This is where you can view perpetual swaps and the futures. So starting off with the perpetual swaps. So to give you guys a quick overview of perpetual swaps, it's similar to a traditional futures contract, but there is no expiry and settlement occurs daily. You can hold a position without any time limit and withdraw your realized profits anytime. This is going to be definitely a better option compared to the derivatives futures market directly, in my opinion. This allows you to have a little more flexibility when opening and closing your trades, and there's no expiry and settlement occurs daily. So the layout for this is practically identical to the futures tab, which we will be viewing in a second. You have all your different cryptocurrencies you can swap right over here. They have just a handful, but a good selection. You can view your orders, account history, additional information like liquidations, insurance fund, exchange rate, settlement history, funding rates, etc. Right up here, you can see the time settlements and when it is going to be settled. So the best time to do this, of course, is when you have that 24-hour threshold to trade your perpetual swaps. So as of right now, as you can see, there is roughly 2 hours left before this time period closes and the new 24 hours begin. So if you want that full time period, you will want to wait till the new threshold begins. Current rate, predicted rate. With the current rate, the current funding rate is calculated based on the previous funding period, and the predicted rate, the real-time estimated funding rate of this current date, is calculated based on the current funding period as well. Coming over here, we have margin mode, we have cross and fixed. We have the leverage. This is where you can trade all the way up to 100x leverage. Keep in mind, guys, same applies with the margin trading, with the perpetual swaps, and the future trading. These are all very risky. You can get liquidated. You can have huge losses. You can have high interest rates, and you can also have equity thresholds. So keep all of that in mind, and make sure you do your research and make sure this is a good fit for you before you consider jumping into anything like this. But as you guys can see, this is where you can adjust your leverage, and you can do it to the exact T if you wish to do so. So looking at this tab here, this has a lot of very valuable information. You have equity. This represents the total account value. Right here, this is including realized P&L and unrealized P&L. Realized P&L is your profit and loss generated with your swaps. Your unrealized is your, of course, unrealized profit and loss determined with your swaps as well. So this can give you a good idea as to how your current trade is going and what it looks like you are going to be profiting on. Available margin, this is the account equity minus the number of swaps times the face value. Used margin represents the balance on hold as position margin and order margin. Margin ratio is calculated based on this amount. Margin ratio, cross minus margin ratio equals equity divided by margin. And the MMR, when the position of the margin ratio is lower than the maintenance margin ratio plus liquidation, the fee liquidation will be triggered. This is where you can transfer funds into your swapping account. And of course, the overall layout is very similar to the spot market trading and the margin trading tab as well. Everything is practically the same. You have your chart. You can go full screen and get a little more in-depth view. You have your open and your close tabs and the order book right over here. Same applies with all your trade history down here. Going to the futures tab under the derivatives market, the derivatives and the futures and the perpetual swaps are practically identical, although as you can see over here, you do have a little more information when it comes to the long versus the short. You have both compared to with the swap. If we go back real quick, you just have the leverage. So going to the futures tab again, everything is the same layout as before. You have all of this very valuable information here. You have your open, your long, your open long, and your open short. Important info down here when you do place positions, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Now you can look at the weekly, the bi-weekly, and the quarterly. And of course, if you do need additional information, you can go down here: liquidation, insurance fund, exchange rate, delivery settlement, trading data, index price, mark price, etc. So that really is it, guys. This was the in-depth tutorial on how to trade on OKEX.com, how to exchange on OKEX.com, and how to navigate OKEX.com. If you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. And of course, as always, if you did find the video informative, I would greatly appreciate a thumbs up for quality content like this in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next.